Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Chaves, and if you are returning, thank you for coming back. And we've had yet another week of a massive card drop on us. We're gonna go over each one that's been released, so stick around. Ravensburger has been doing an amazing job of keeping in touch with the community. All these card drops were dropped either by content creators or posted into the Disney Lorcana HQ Discord, which I'll link down below. First card we'll be covering was dropped by Dalucard on Twitter. The card shown was Merlin, the self-appointed mentor.
Icatus ficatus sumba kazig. I want your attention, everything.
Merlin will cost you 4 ink to play and is inkable himself. He has 3 strength, 4 willpower, and can quest for 1 lore. Merlin does have the effect support, which states whenever this character quests, you may add their strength to another chosen character's strength this turn. To me, I'm a big fan of this card just because the support role, while we only saw it on Hey Hey, is huge. I mean, for those late game cards that are 6, 7, 8 willpower, this gives you that extra boost for if you have those characters that are 3, 4, 5 strength and you just need that extra oomph to get rid of them off the board instead of having to waste multiple characters. The next 3 cards we'll be covering were released on the French Disney Lorcana Discord. First card we'll be looking at is going to be Befuddled, which is an action. Befuddle will cost you 1 ink to play and can be played as an ink itself. Befuddle states, return a character or item with cost 2 or less to their player's hand. I do like this because it could help clear some of the dingle hoppers or the coconuts off the board. It'll help clear lantern off the board, which can help your opponent really ramp up. And for such a low cost, I think this is a valuable card. Next card that was released on that Discord is going to be Simba, the Protective Cub. Simba's going to cost you 2 ink to play and is inkable himself. He has 2 strength, 3 willpower, and can quest for 1 lore. Simba does have the effect Bodyguard. I'm a big fan of the low cost card that has Bodyguard. It's nice for your 1 ink characters that can quest for 2 lore, such as Maleficent, or as you'll see later on in this video, Lilo. Next card we'll be covering is Tinkerbell, Giant Fairy. Tink will cost 6 ink to play and is inkable herself. She has 4 strength, 5 willpower, and can quest for 2 lore. Tink has the abilities Shift, Rock the Boat, and Puny Pirate. Tink's shift cost is going to cost you 4 ink to play it, and for Rock the Boat it states when you play this character, deal 1 damage to each opposing character. Her next effect, Puny Pirate, states during your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may deal 2 damage to chosen opposing character. Now to me, this is a great card. The cost definitely justifies the abilities, the lore, and the strength and willpower. I'm a big fan of the effect of Rock the Boat. Being able to play this card and deal 1 damage to opposing characters, so if you're playing someone who has a bunch of low cost 1/1s or even 1/2s or something, it's great just to get the damage out there and start poking and get them off the board, or at least make them real concerned whether they should quest or not. And Puny Pirate is great because now you can challenge with Tink and then clear another character off the board. Next card we'll be covering was released on the German YouTuber's page Brett Ballet. Our next card is Kronk, Right Hand Man.
This year's model is called Kronk.
Yeah, I got that there, he's mine.
Kronk will cost you 6 ink to play and is inkable himself. He has 6 strength, 6 willpower, and can quest for 2 lore. Kronk is a vanilla card with no abilities or effects, but I still feel the ink cost is worth it playing him. Steel seems to be very big on cards like this where the ink cost is a little bit higher, but they're out there putting out damage and being able to take damage so they can quest for whatever lore they have. This next card was released into the Disney Lorcana HQ Discord. Next card we'll be covering is Pongo O'Rascal. Pongo will cost you 4 ink to play and is inkable himself. He has 2 strength, 3 willpower, and can quest for 2 lore. Pongo also has the ability Evasive, continuing the Ruby trend. Looking at what's been released, it seems like Evasive is the way to go with cards. Yeah, we've seen a lot of Rush pop up, we've seen other characters with Challenger, but if you don't have a way to counter that Evasive, what are you really gonna do? Next card we're gonna be covering is Lilo, Making a Wish. Lilo will cost you 1 ink to play, is non-inkable herself, has 1 strength and 1 willpower, and can quest for 2 lore. Lilo is a vanilla card, so there's no abilities or effects on it, but for the low cost and 2 ink, this is a great card. I'm a big fan of these low costing, moderate ink cards just because it doesn't cost much to put out there, and you can start getting ahead early on. And it really pushes your opponent to waste their turn instead of questing to challenge your character. Well, it finally happened. I accidentally deleted the clip covering the next 2 cards, and I just don't feel like re-recording it. Last 2 cards we'll be covering are Jetsam and Flotsam, Ursula's spies. Jetsam's going to cost you 4 ink to play and is inkable himself. He has 3 strength, 3 willpower, and can quest for 1 lore. He does have the effect Evasive and effect Sinister Slither, which states your characters named Flotsam gain Evasive. Flotsam will cost you 5 ink to play and is not inkable himself. Flotsam has 3 strength, 4 willpower, and can quest for 2 lore. Flotsam has the effects Rush and Dexterous Lunge, which states your characters named Jetsam also gain Rush. I'm a big fan of cards that play off each other just like this. I'm hoping we see more of this come out in the future. I do like the fact that Amethyst now has a way to counter the Ruby Evasive decks. That's all the cards that have been released so far. I'm expecting a lot more to be coming over the next couple weeks. Seems like every week Ravensburger has been dropping at least 6 to 8 cards, somewhere in there, and I'm hoping to see that trend continue. And I'm kind of thinking it's going to stay that way, especially with Gen Con right around the corner and Lorcana release about a month away. Well, as always, thank you guys for stopping by the channel. I hope you really like the content that I bring you. If you have time, go ahead and check out the Hidden Mickeys videos that I've created as I go over cards, look for hidden Mickeys in them, whether I find them or not, and then challenge you to find the hidden Mickeys in future cards or the cards that I'm looking through. Well, until next time, I'll see you guys around.